Right.
We're going to go through it. Today. Okay, feet toes together, guys. Leave wide. Melt your head and chest down in between your chest. Let's change the music. Find the right music today. So we want to spread those fingers wide. We're going to reach those fingers forward. We want to extend through the elbows and get that full length in the arms before we begin to pull back into our heels and soften down the chest to the floor. Find your Pilates breath here. Taking a long deep breath in, pulling those fingers forward. We exhale, we lengthen and we sink a little bit lower. Just take awareness into your tight areas. So it might be your hip flexors, it might be your lower back. It might be the fronts of your feet as they press into the floor. Taking a breath in, reaching a bit further, exhaling, melting down a little bit deeper. We're going to go for an immediate stretch, taking our arms over to the right, catching our right wrist up. Catch hold of your left wrist and stretch that arm forward as you pull deeper back into your left heel. So you're doing like a side bend and then melt down deeper into that left rib cage to the floor. One more deep breath here, and then we simply switch sides. Take our arms across to the left, we take our right wrist, and then we do exactly the same. Melting down, putting our buttock to our right heel, softening through the shoulders. Make sure you're not just statically holding the stretch, you're moving through it. One more deep breath. And then we bring our arms back to center, and then we lift our bottoms away from our heels. We bring ourselves onto our hands and knees, straight into the balance. So just get a nice flat back, engage your abs, float your left leg and your right arm up. So if you feel off balance, you can tuck those toes under. Now just want to stretch. Finish real comfortable Pilates legs, makes it easy. Draw the belly in and feel the length. Imagine you're elongating through that body, reaching from the tips of the toes to the tips of the fingers. We take a breath in. On the exhale, we're going to curl under, elbow to knee, arch the spine, tuck the chin, and then reach out on the inhale. So I want you to really think about both positions. Sucking the belly in as we pull everything to center, and then we reach away, eye gaze to the front of the mat. The eye gaze comes to the knee and elbows, we curl in, and then we reach away. Soften the left elbow so you're not locked out in that joint. Reach. So we're going to do 10 reps here. 5 more. Every time you reach away, reach further. Every time you pull under, scoop the belly in, really start to activate those upper abs. Putting the lower abs in as well. Last 2 repetitions. One more. After that deep curl in the center, we reach away and just pause on that length. Reach the toes, reach the fingers, squeeze the buttock, pull that arm further forward, take one more breath, and then lower the hands and lower the knees. Taking a breath in, reset the other side. Right leg, left arm, and we reach away. So first of all, we're stretching and reaching, feeling that extra inch of length, and then we take a breath in to hold. With the exhale, we curl it under, scooping that belly in and reaching away. Don't move too fast through this. Really take that breath in through the nose on the reach and that big exhalation on that curl under. The more you draw your belly in, the more you'll arch your spine and wake up. all the muscles in the back. Again, we're softening that right elbow so you're not looking out through the arm and you're not taking the pressure into the shoulder joint. If you're off balance, tuck your left foot under, or if you want more of a challenge, keep the front foot on the ground. Let's try and get more of a reach with these last 5 reps. Last couple of repetitions. Remember on that last one, so once you do your last curl under, we're going to hold that reach. So lengthen away, squeeze the button, pull the toes away, reach the fingers, 5, 4, reach it a little bit more, and then release it off. And then take a little cat stretch. And then we are going to drop down onto our elbows. So we're going to make a triangular position through the arm, interlacing the fingers, you've got your strong arm base. No pressure in the shoulder joint. We tuck our toes under and we're going to lift our hips up like we're doing a downward facing dog, but on our elbows. Let's take a little walk through the legs. Bend one knee, push the opposite leg straight and swap it over. So breathing in, exhale. Keep that breath going. Do a couple more of those, and then we're going to pin those heels down into the ground. So push those heels down, feel the stretch. Now squeeze your belly, lift your hips a little bit higher, and push your chest further down towards your toes. And then those toes slide back a little bit more. And we're going to drift our body weight forward into a plank. We're going to pause, we're going to breathe in, and we're going to exhale, lift all the way back up to where we started. Eye gaze to the toes. Inhale forward, exhale, pause, eye gaze to the front of the mat. Taking a breath in, exhale, lift back up, look to the toes. And just repeat, slow moving. You do this fast, it's easy, and we don't want it to be easy. The slower you go, you've got that tension running through the muscles. Anyone needs to take it down a little notch. You can always lift those hips, and then as you come forward, you can slow your knees, taking a little bit of pressure off, lift your bottom, lift your knees back up again. We're going to do 5 more floating planks. Squeeze the belly to lift your hip all the way back up again. Three more. Slow, slow, slow. Okay, last one. Hold your plank, of course. We're going to hold our plank and we're going to do hip presses. Option, drop your knees and do them here. Otherwise, keep going. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8, come on, come up. 7, 6, 5. Big squeezes. Squeeze your glutes as well as you drop down. Last 2, one more, and we're just going to lower to the floor. Take your arms forward, bring your arms close towards your ears, your legs squeeze together. Taking a nice deep breath in, squeeze the belly on the exhale, and we're going to lift left leg, right arm up, and swap to the other side. Now our head and chest comes up with our arm. The arm stays in line by the ear, and our eye gaze stays slightly down. Keep everything close into the center of your body. So as you lift, just like we were doing on our hands and knees, you are reaching and elongating through the body. So we want to feel that stretch, pulling the muscles apart, creating a little bit more of a gap. Okay, so you can stay alternating the arms and legs like this. If you're a little bit more of a challenge, you can lift everything up close together and release back down. So my arms stay close to my ears, I squeeze my thighs and lower everything down again. And if you feel it's too much for you, your lower back doesn't like it, stick to individually each side. So you can do 6 more. Get more of a squeeze into the thighs. Get those arms close to your ears as possible. Our bodies don't like being tucked in close, so it's a real challenge for the shoulders. It activates your glutes and your inner thighs. Squeeze the tummy in a little bit more, protecting that lower back. Last couple of breaths. So as you've done that last one, just briefly come back down to the floor, reset. So if you were doing one side at a time, see if you can now lift the arms and legs together so everyone come up. And we're going to swim kick the arms and legs. So just now, we're going from that slow motion to suddenly fast moving. If it's too much, drop the arms, keep the legs going, okay? Now reach. Let's look at those elbows. Are they extended? Get your chest off the floor. Squeeze your buttocks and lift those thighs higher. Extend your knees. 5, 4, lift up, come on. 2, and 1, release. Take a little pillow and turn your head in one direction and take a little wriggle through those hips, side to side. Turn your head the other way. Take a couple of breaths the other way. Good. We're going to slide our hands by the sides of our shoulders. We're going to slowly lift ourselves up. So when all you do is do a little back bend. I want you to pull your shoulders back and down and push your elbows in towards your rib cage. Push through the floor and then just lift your chest, but keep your lower belly on the ground. And then lift your eyebrows very slightly. And let's try and think about that back bend. Very tip of your back, pulling back. Pull your shoulder blades together. Pull your shoulders away from those ears. Tuck everything inside. And then squeeze the belly, push into your knees, lift your bottom, and push yourself up, and sit back into child's pose. Now, child's pose is going to set ourselves up for the next exercise. So pull back into the heels, a little bit narrower in the knees this time. So not as wide as you were at the beginning. And just reach those arms for a brief moment. So you're still getting into that stretch. Your body's still active. Lift your eye gaze, look forward towards me. You're going to bring yourself forward into box. We're going to bend the elbows down all the way to the floor. You're going to lift, just like we were doing, that supported back extension, because we've got no support now. Push down, lift your bottoms off the floor, and then push your chest, and then come back. Direct child pose. There are lots of alternatives to that. If you want more, I'm going to give you the more first. You can swing forward and lift your knees, come all the way down, control me through the tricep. Everybody lift up and squeeze. Lift back, push back down. You can tuck your toes, push all the way back up into plank, knees down, and come to child's pose. You're going to do 8 more of those in your own way, in your own time. All right? You might want to have your knees off on the way down. Squeeze it up, and then you might want to keep the knees on the floor to push yourself back up again. Because the motion down is more controllable than pushing your body weight back up again. So whilst you do this, make sure you get that nice stretch in child pose. Make sure when you lift that chest, you pull your shoulder blades together, pushing them back down. And I want to see your bottoms coming up before your chest even lifts off the ground. That's where it's going to be difficult. All right? So challenge, bottom up, chest follows. So what I don't want to see is, if you're on your toes, I don't want to see that. Yeah? It's flat, chest, 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 chest to the floor. Lift. Practice, Vicky, practice. It's a lot to do with your shoulder motions and then your upper body strength. First one. Down in the knee. Breathe, and then you lift your bottom, and then you take on it. Right, you should have 2 or 3 more left to do. When you come down and go up, your elbows are tucked into your rib cage. Yeah, tricep. If they fan out, that's going to get your muscles. Good. Hey. And then when you've done your last one, let me take the cancer down. Just come back into child's pose for a moment. And we're all going to do this together, whether you're on your knee or on your toes. We're all going to come forward. We're going to lift our knees up if you want to, or lower into that half position, and 10 pulses here, working deep into those triceps. I'm going to get my knees. I'm not doing it for this. 5, 4, come on, I'm feeling bottom frothy. Lift your arms up to the sky, your chest is leaning. And then push yourself up to the sky. And release it back. This time bringing your arms back behind you, resting the fingers to the floor, and let your shoulders fall. So there were a few of you that were kind of fanning out the elbows, yeah? It's so important you learn to slide your elbows into the waistline and control the movement through the triceps and the shoulders rather than the chest. As soon as you open your elbows, it's easy. Let's just take a little wrist stretch. So from here, just slide your hands forward, push them down into the floor and extend your elbows. Which is a nice head. And then bring your hands back. Good. Back into your hands. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up into downward facing dog position. Walk through those legs again. Bending and extending. Now, this is a challenge, this one. So I will give you an alternative if we get too much. So we start up in this position that we're in. So push your heels down, squeeze the belly to the hips and lengthen your spine. And then slide your feet back a few inches. So you're making a triangle, but it's quite a wide triangle. We're going to take our eye gaze forward. I'm going to lift our right leg out to the outside of our elbow. If you wish, you can bend into it and push all the way back up. And then the other side, left knee forward. You might want to bend into it. You don't have to. You keep straight arms and return the foot and lift the hips. Alternative, if you rock forward into a plank, lowering one knee, swinging the elbow, swinging the elbow, bringing the knee back, and lifting yourself back to that downward facing dog. That's your kind of easier version. Knees down, pull forward, back, and lift. So again, it's one of those exercises where everyone's moving differently, and everyone's going to be doing a bit faster or slower or whatever. 4 more each side. Now, it's really important that you use that downward facing dog position as your quick resting point. You can make this as easy or as hard as you like. It's down to you. Also, whilst I talk, carry on. The leg that's on the floor does not bend. It stays dead straight until you return the foot to the floor and swap to the other side. There's lots of good noises going on here. Come on, let's challenge these arms. Challenge your core. Squeeze your belly to control the move. That will help power you. Should be in your last couple of reps now. Breathe. Much. Oh, you're coming off the wrist now. Whilst you're waiting for everyone, come into your elbows and hold back. And you're not allowed to come back, but that is finished. Who's really there? Is anyone finished? Oh, Margaret. And for the very last time, we take a wide knee child's pose while Sarah's taking her time. I just can't move at all. But go for it. Yeah, shall I open these doors? Do you want me to go? Right, nice wide knee position, guys. Really, really stick and take your arms wide. Wide knee in the arms. Get a full stretch into your lower back, into your buttocks. Reset your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then bring yourselves all the way up, spin around onto your bottoms. So legs out in front of you, and then bring your hands behind you. Just lift yourself up tall, so your spine comes nice and straight. Thank you. Oh, there's much air. Well, that's so nice and tall through the arms. So arms coming forward. We're going to scoop the belly in. We're going to go quarter or halfway down, so you feel your abs are active. Both arms are working together. We lift up. We open out wide. We bring them in and we repeat. We come up, open out wide, bring them together and repeat. Now, if you're a little bit more challenged, all of you do, lift your left leg halfway up to the sky and hold. So you bring your hand to touch the outside edges of your knee. Lift, open, together. So when we're lifting up, really get it straight up, open, breathe. Come down to the floor, everyone carry on. One more. Take your legs up. And then push away, open out, come together at the top, yeah? Do work still. Push your arms away together away like that. And then drop your legs. So Sarah's just going to carry on doing her legs. Just carry on doing that. Take a little stretch forward. So grab hold of your feet, because you need to bend your knees a lot. Bend your knees, grab them. Use that grip to lift up. Your fingers are going to turn into space and right your wrist. If not, turn sideways. Option, you can stay here with your straight legs and lift your hips up tall. If it's too much, bend the knees, come into reverse tabletop. So 4 legs straight out is up to you. We're going to just focus on opening the chest, putting our shoulders back, hips up as high as they will go. Option also is to stay here, or if you want that same leg we just lift it up. And you can do that here. Yeah, it takes the pressure off. Take pressure if it's too much. Now everybody lift the chest up high, squeeze back and hold. 8, 7, lift it, 5, 4, 3, lift it, and then just release it down. Reset your legs. Then back down to the floor again, Sarah, and repeat that same abdominal exercise. Arms forward, think back. Arms, open, reach around. Now, if this is not enough for you, go back a little bit further. And then we can start to introduce that right there. Someone sit there first. The legs fly up. Stay long. If you feel your thighs start to begin, squeeze your lower belly as if you're using that to lift your thigh. Take the pressure up. Come on, squeeze that belly in tighter. Should be coming to a long time. And then we'll release it up. We'll have to hide the right to the moment. So here, medial rotation, start that. Lateral rotation, fingers close away from you. Either here, you might find this easier position, you might find it harder to put in. And if your wrists don't like it, stay in place and give this side. Nothing like anything in my body. So you might just want to stay here and breathe into it. Focus on that squeeze. We'll take the right leg up to the sky and hold. Push through the left thigh to get a little bit more elevation in the hip. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Lift and breathe. 5, 4, come on, get up there high. And release it down. And lie down on your back. Once you lie down on your back, turn onto your right side. Relax your head into your arm and stack your hips and shoulders. Squeeze the legs together, legs straight on your mat, and lift the legs up towards their body. Flex your feet and your toes up towards your head and push your heels away. Separate the legs a little bit and walk the legs alternating either side. So as soon as you start walking your legs, such a common occurrence, your hips start walking side to side. So really think about using your lower core to stabilize the hips. You squeeze your glutes, pull that leg as far back as you can behind you. And then you use your kicking to control the leg going forward. Try and keep your legs dead straight. It's not the most comfortable position going on that top side. So really count. Squeeze the muscles and pull the legs behind you. Straighten those knees. Give me 6 more. Can't begin to slow down a little bit. And then you bring those legs back together in the centre, stay in that holder. Now that top leg is going to sit on your lower leg on dead weight. So your inner thigh of your right leg is going to lift up and down. Imagine lifting that top leg. So if anyone like me has a really uncomfortable and very hard top thigh, roll very slightly into your right button, slightly turn your hip towards the sky. What is that? One, use that leg at the top to push down into the bottom leg, but the inside is a bit more. 5 more presses. Use the side of the waistline. Now hold your hover, top leg, lift it up, drop it back down to meet the bottom leg. So lift it up, drop down, lift it up, drop down. Now again, on your see hips rotated. As you lift up top leg, do not turn the toes to the side, because my leg will quite happily lift up higher doing that. You want to keep your hip bones pointing forward the whole time. Let's just slightly turn the heel up and turn the toe down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep that lower leg up before if you can. Just do this if you want to drop. You can drop it, but the bone up from your left. Last 3, 2. Hold it out, hold it. Hold it. Keep holding both of it. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7. Use your waist. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Up onto that right elbow. And then bend your leg and push up onto the lower leg. So you're doing a half side time. Take your top up and reach over your ear where you can use it, pointing behind you. Reach across. Can you lift that top leg one more time? Some of you can't see, I'm afraid, but hopefully my voice will help. We're going to lift the knee and the elbow up to the side, bend it into the centre, tap the elbow to the knee and flip it away. So put it up and around. So you need to squeeze your right glute to get elevation. You need to lift your left knee up towards the sky and then fold it over and then reach it away. So the knee's not folding inwards, it's folding up towards the sky. Come on, breathe. Breathe it in. Keep away. 7. Reach. 6. Reach. 5. Come on, lift up. Lift up. Lift up. You last 3, 2, and then we do that little cheeky pose. Leg out, arm out, lift up 5, half star, 5, 4, squeeze your right glutes, and release. Forward, and right to backs. Bring your knees in towards your chest, give it a really little tiny mini hug. And then slide your legs straight up to the sky. Take your arms with you. Taking a long deep breath in, you float opposite arm to leg away. And then as we exhale to the center, we come into a crunch. Same side. Left leg, right arm swings away. Crunch up to the toes in the middle. So the leg that's in the sky, keep it straight as it will possibly go. And then when you do your crunch up to your toes, see if you can just lift your lower back gently off the ground and reverse crunch to help reach to those toes. Four more. Okay, so on that last one, reach to the toes. Give me 10 presses up to the toes, touching your toes every time that you can. 5, this is the pace you should be going. 4, 3, and then we take that same arm and leg away, hover it off the floor, kick your right leg up as high as it will go, press your right arm as far away as it will go, and give me some little pulses in that leg and arm, some close to the ground. Squeeze deep into your lower belly to lift that leg up and down. 8, 7, extend your right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift it up. And pop your feet down to the ground. Take a little mini bridge, just a little counter exercise, just like a relaxing bridge. Just lift the hip, hold a few moments. Sometimes it's quite nice just to do a little hip sway side to side. And then roll it out. And then roll yourself over to the side. Feel the back side. So what are you straight line? So again, shoulders in and just stack. Pull on. Right arm relaxing into. Let those legs into a collar. And then half the side each leg should be and go like a walk. Back the center to the other side. Try and walk to the hip. Knees and glutes, control the pace. So the underneath leg, you need to still squeeze your glutes to get that behind. Yeah, it's trapped. Put it back. Maybe 5, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs together, squeeze them in. Now that top leg becomes the way of the bottom leg. It is up and down. So the feet stay together the whole time. Ready? Yeah, fine, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the legs stay there. Now this part, I'm going to look at some legs, please go into the bottom legs. And I will take the pressure back to the lower leg. And as we move the top leg, 3 eyes again, look at the hips from the hip. Bring the toes to the 3, that's the toes down, your heels up. And if you get that touch before you straight over to the toes, see all the back legs, 3 foot, spine goes back. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 6, 2, 1. And put the legs together, squeeze the legs up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, then go to the top leg, and go to the top leg. One leg, and go, and go to the leg, down to the bottom, lift that leg behind and go. So some of your legs are coming forward, slide them back, get them back in line with the rest of your body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on. It's perfect. Bring over. Slide over to the left elbow. So we bend the knees. And then as we lift, so forward and we start half side and back. So you want to have a lovely arch underneath the lower, the centre of the body. Then the right arm, start to loose your right toe again. And then we add an archiness to it by taking that right leg up in the air. And then we pull everything in and we kick away. So the hard part about it is try to take the knee up towards the sky and not collapsing through the hips as you go through this exercise. What happens is you get tired, this is what happens, not fold forward. It's up in the air and you go over that. 6, 5, 4, go as high as you can go. Come on, squeeze it. 3, 2, one more, big crunch. And then we hold, and we open up to high smile, squeeze it, so 3, 7, 6, reach it, hip up, leg up, 3, 2, and down. Follow your back. Yeah. Take a moment. We grab those bands, we have to do that other side in the abs. So quick hugging at the knees, a little roll around in that lower back. A nice deep breath. Legs go straight to the sky. Arms follow. Right leg, left arm. Push away. Come all the way up. Crunch. So this time, your left leg needs to stay as straight as it can to the sky. And on that crunch, you're also trying to reverse crunch. You're trying to lift the basic spine off the floor, touching those toes every time. Opposite side. Right leg, left arm. Unless you did that on the other side. Focus on pushing your spine flat as you can into the ground. Give me 4 more crunches and leg pushes. So think about it, right? You've only got about 30 seconds more of exercise. So we do one more. We come up, we lift up those toes, and we press up for 10, down, up for 9, So lift your tailbone off the ground and you reach to those toes. 6, 5, 4, extend the knees more, reach up higher. Last 2. One more. And then that same right leg and left arm push away. You pause at the bottom, extend those knees and press the whole of the leg and the arm. If it's too much, you can lift the leg a little bit higher. If it's still too much, you can drop your left foot down. Carry on those pulses. Otherwise, 10, 9, squeeze into the belly. 7, 6, 5. Please don't far too fast for me. 3, 2, lift it all the way up. And hug those knees in. Part to knees, part to feet, and really roll around in that lower back. Now, I've given you all one of my bands because I'm going to use some stretching today. So what I want you to do is grab them, fold them in half. Fold them in half, no matter which band you have. So you, huh? Oh yes, you kind of late, didn't you? What the heck? And then slide your left foot around, take the left leg high. Yeah. Okay, you fold it apart, you put it around your left foot, the ball of your left foot preferably, and you take that left leg straight up to the sky. Stretch it. Okay, so once that leg has gone to its maximum point of stretch, imagine putting your left hip bone back down into the floor, like your buttock curved down. Then slide your right leg and press it flat down into the ground. So you're doing a full L shape through the legs. It's coming used to. That's your band now. Now I want you to bend your right leg again. Take the band in your right hand and let both legs fall over to the right, so your right knee lands on the ground. The left one, don't drop it lower than your hip level. Open your left arm out to the side, palm facing towards the sky, and then use your band to drive your toes up towards your right shoulder. So you're trying to pull your left side, upper body, away from your lower body. So you're going opposite directions. Take your eye gaze across to the left hand and continue to move your left foot up higher. And then move the band up towards the sky, keeping your right knee turned out in that position. And as you move your leg towards the left, let it just open out so you equal out. You have your buttocks are equal. So now my legs floating to the left. And take hold of the band in my left hand. And then begin to move the toes towards my left shoulder. My right hand to push my right inner thigh further down towards the floor. Keep trying to drive my toes further towards the left shoulder. So it's less towards the floor and more towards you. And then carefully move it back to center. Once it comes to the center, close your right knee, hold the band in both hands, and then swap your feet over. Bend your left knee, hold the foot on the floor. Get as much into that right hamstring as you can. Pulling your right hip bone down. Once you've got that full extension, you then slide your left leg flat down to the ground. Use your breath to go further and deeper into the stretch. Bend your left knee again. Take the band in your left hand and allow both your legs to fall over to the left. But again, your right leg stays in line with the hip. And then you open your right arm out wide across the floor. And we drive your toes towards the left shoulder. Try and drive the upper body away from the lower body in that twist. Every time you breathe out, drive the toes closer towards your left shoulder. Bring your next breath into the leg back up to the sky. Keeping your left leg out in that position. Letting the leg just glide open a little bit more to the right. Begin to take the band in the right hand, the left hand just sits in the left inner thigh. And then we move the toes towards our right shoulder. You're going to feel that stretch. Moving from the main belly of the hands, releasing towards the inner thighs. So focus on putting the toes up towards you rather than down towards the floor. Breathe. And then we begin to move the leg back into center, releasing the band. Bend that knee to catch it around the back of the thigh. And we roll up. And I want you to keep your left leg in front of you and swing your right leg either. Keep the toe. Leg back of you. Then grab hold of that foot and move your body forward to stretch the glutes. Or come straight pigeon if you prefer. And then move into it as you find that stretch. So we'll different build the leg and find it different ways. Try and relax through your shoulders. And move through the breath to get deeper and deeper into it, but never ease off. Sometimes you need to carry tension in the left buttocks and you're stretching the left side. Let it relax, let it drop. If you're a pigeon, if you're in a sitting pose, sometimes you get more stretch to the foot, sometimes you get stretch to the knee. Just another one, deep breath wherever you are. And if you are in pigeon, bring yourself down into that left buttock. Swing your hands and switch sides. So swing that leg around, step that one up. 90-90 if that's where you want to go. Grab the foot, lean into the stretch, or come straight into pigeon, or pick whatever you want. But I want you to get a foot from the bottom. Move through it, take your breath. So whatever position you're in, I want you to come up into your hand, tucking your toe under, so you slide your body into this position and begin to walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands, so you stay in a forward fold. Bend your knees enough to grab hold of your big toes or sliding your fingers underneath the balls of your feet, and then begin to stretch the legs and bow your hip chest down towards the thighs. Take 2 more breaths in this position. We're going to stay in a forward fold. We're just going to slide our fingers away and then interlace them behind the base of the spine so your fingers are equal. And then we push the arms up and over to stretch the shoulders. And as you're stretching the shoulders, turn your chest to the left and reach those arms a little bit more. And then slowly through center, over to the other side, to the right, and reach them up. Back to center, release the arms to the floor, let them hang. Scooping that belly in, we're going to slowly start the spine. So your arms just hanging, your chin is low. And that, of course, comes up to the very last point. Shoulder roll the arms, the shoulders. Open our arms wide, and we inhale the arms up. Reach the fingers to the sky. Bring your hands together. Take a bow forwards, lovely flat back. All the way up, back up. Reach up one more time. Give yourself a big overhead clap, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much.